Hello, I'm Kara, and I am not going to use my fancy pants gloves today because I need to braid. So if you're grossed out by my nails, change the channel. If not, then I'm gonna share with you some card layouts. I don't make my cards based on layouts, but I was thinking, because as I design my cards, I don't know how to share my process with other people because it takes me so long to go through them. Some of them are super simple, some of them are complicated, but let's simplify it for someone who's brand new to card making, and I can just do a bunch of card layouts for you guys. So essentially what you'll be looking at is the card layout after I show you what my finished card looks like. And then it makes it really simple for you guys to make your own Christmas cards super quick, less time. And those are just the first few cards in my stack. So let's go through it. First one. This is my wish layout. And how I made this, which you don't need one to do it, you can do whatever you want to put your letters in the middle or your word in the middle. And this is a Tim Holtz die cut. But if you didn't want to do a Tim Holtz die cut, freehand these in a picture, trim it out, pop it on the page, put a splash of washi, put some words down the center, and I just liked a little sticker on the bottom, but I won't always do that, so I didn't add it to my actual layout. So that's the first one. The second one is my pocket card. And this one, the pocket card, I first laid out a little band. Then on top of the little band, I didn't know what I was gonna do next, came back to it later, added just a little teeny square of lace, came back to it later, added a little pocket. And I notch out the little pocket with a circle punch. I had a little scrap that I stuck in the pocket. As you can tell by the style of my cards, I love to junk journal. And then I thought it would be cute to have a little stamp up top. So if you were to lay something like this out on your own, by the way, on my card layouts, I always like to have my card layouts 1/4 of an inch smaller than the width of my card and the height of my card. That way I can put it on and it looks like an instant border. So if you're gonna look at this layout, what you have here is the little slabble of lace, the background border, and you attach your pocket and you just put tape on the left, the right, and the bottom, double-sided stick tape, or just a little bead of glue, left, right, and bottom. Any kind of an image with a pretty little cut on the edge instead of a straight cut, and something that fits inside of your pocket that will catch the eye and make your card a little bit more interactive. The next layout. This has got to be one of the easiest layouts. Everybody's got one of those big stickers. And I had a little pack of paper and stickers that I went through this year. And this pack of paper and stickers had some really big ones, and I thought, well, this is just gonna make it easy. So then, as you can see, I love little belly borders. So I have a border here, an angled washi, and just smashed on a really big sticker, which, as you can tell, if you were to just go do that really quick, it's right there. There's your belly band, your washi tape, and a big old sticker. You can go for any kind of card, it doesn't have to be Christmas. The next one, let's do the next one. This one, have a long tag, put a little floopy in it. Underneath the long tag though, I started off with a belly band and a washi tape. As you can see, I have a bit of a similarity between these three because I have belly bands on all three of them, but they're stuck down the whole way. I didn't leave space for something to slide through. I have another one where I did that later. So again, that's just pretty paper and letting the paper do all that work for you. pretty stickers, letting the stickers do all that work for you. The next one I did, now this is just a pretty sticker, but I love busy, busy backgrounds when I have something big on the front. And so this, because I like thickness in cards, all of my background pages are actually trimmed to just under a quarter inch underneath my card base size. And the reason I do the back, so this whole green piece goes all the way to the bottom, is I like a card to feel sturdy versus flimsy when it gets received. And it doesn't really add any bulk. So all of my cards this year could easily be mailed with a single postage stamp. And I made it a point to do that because I normally just keep chunking and chunking and chunking them up. Not this year. This year they're simple. So again, I have a band down at the bottom. I have a washi tape across that. And then a big old sticker. And your sticker could be any big old sticker. Now, in this particular case, the sticker did some of the work for me. It did the layering. In the real world, if I was making it myself and handwriting it myself, I would have put a big background there, a white piece of paper, hand-drawn, a rim around that paper, handwritten, whatever my sentiment was, and then attached a sticker on the corner. So if you have fewer materials where you don't have the stickers, you can still make this for yourself and it's beautiful. And ironically, whenever you see someone else's handwriting, doesn't it look beautiful? So if you're making a card for someone else and you use your own handwriting and they receive it, it's someone else's handwriting to them. So enjoy writing on your own cards versus just always using the stickers. I do that some, but this year not so much. Next one, I loved this back paper and I loved that it said North Pole and the way that I cut this. And this came from a 12 by 12 sheet and I specifically cut this part out because I loved how the North Pole would be in the middle. Now, what I did on this one, which is a little different than the other ones, is I also used a gold pen. I love these Deco Color premium gold pens. Actually, let's put it right side for you. These are fabulous. They ink up well. Just shake it before you use it. I live with a permanent migraine, so I hate the sound of shaking it, so I typically only shake it once right before I use it, and then it works the rest of the time for like a couple of hours for me. So when you have a die cut, like what you saw earlier on one of my cards, you don't have to use it whole as the die cut is. I just trimmed the edges of that die cut and reused the wish and a little rectangle on a different card. And I love music notes. And so all I did was take the die cut, put the left side of the die cut here, and the right side of the die cut there, on top of a piece of paper I absolutely loved. I added my gold marker to the trim. I put a little gold dot, which you may or may not be able to see in the middle there. And then I hand cut a tag from some of my, well, not tag, I forget what these, flag. I hand cut a little flag from one of my scrap pieces of paper. So on this particular paper pad, on every one of the border strips, it had Merry Christmas as well as, this flag probably could have come from one of the border strips. So it had like a little sample paper piece on it, and it had the word Merry Christmas, or a different pack I had said Season's Greetings. And I just used those off of those border strips, and it looked cool. Anyway, like that. This one, simple. So you have your main pretty piece of paper. You can hand cut that out if you draw these lines, just like I could draw it there, and I could cut it out if I wanted to with a normal pair of scissors. None of these cards need special tools. And so essentially that's my card layout. A little arrow. And then what I did here, just to add interest, I like textures. Like I said, I'm a junk journaler. I like textures, so I put a little scrap piece of fabric, a little scrap piece of lace underneath and in between the flag and the sticker, just to lift the sticker a little bit. But still, it's pretty flat. It's not as chunky as normal cards. The last one I'm going to show you in this set is my Snow Memories one. This is my least favorite card. Not because I don't love the card, but as you can see, I hand doodle on a lot of my cards and I totally messed up my hand doodles. Come on, focus for me. So I stopped hand doodling so it didn't get worse, left it as the first letter and went on about my way. Now you'll see some white on here that looks funny. I'm not a reviewer of things, but I'll tell you this snow marker, it doesn't look like snow. It just looks like a blurry white. But on camera, I guess it kind of looks like snow. That's where you see the white there. It's where I put the snow all over here. There's no glitter to it, so if you wanted to, you could put a spritz of glimmer mist and then it'd probably look better. On this one, I also used my gold marker to trim the outside of my little windows. I hand cut each of these pieces from scraps I had from doing other cards. I hand cut this little triangular Christmas tree from a piece of paper that had multiple colors on it. So this is not 2 pieces of paper, this is just 1 piece of paper scrap that was just a shape of a triangle, and so I drew in gold the trim of the tree and the little bottom. And then this is actually a little border on your left here of dots, and so that's also a separate piece of paper. Underneath where it says Snow Memories, you wouldn't need to add this, but I love various textures together, and this is polka dots, that's a polka dot washi, if you can see that up close. The polka dot washi I made into a flag, and so when I first started this card, I had no idea I was even going to put a house on it. First started this card, I put a border, I put a flag, I looked at it, and I said, you know, I have some scraps, that's a triangle and a square, let's make a house. So I put a triangle and a square for a house. I trimmed from tinier scraps my little windows and door. An even tinier scrap from a different page. I put a silly little chimney. If this marker would have worked better, I would have drawn smoke, but I stopped right there because I wasn't feeling it for the marker. I added the snow bank so I could put my house behind one snow bank and in front of another one. And then I added a snowy day as a little sticker at the bottom. Anyway, when I'm done with it, again, like I said, because of this mistake, it's my least favorite card, but if I didn't have that, it's kind of cute. And it's all scraps. That's lovely. So if you were to lay out your card in something like this, and you could totally do this card with scraps, and just make sure that your card face doesn't make your house scrap all too big. So make sure your square for your house is small enough that it's a little less than half your page so it doesn't take over and you can actually have room for your roof and your tree and the rest of whatever your snowy scene is. So that's those 6.